So TPT went away. The transaction privilege tax in Arizona has gone away, which was rental tax on properties. And what does that mean for you? I wanted to talk a little bit about that this week because we went through this whole series of things that we needed to get done by the end of last year to ensure that TPT was no longer being filed after. We're not collecting it from tenants, lots of different pieces. As an owner, you got something from us last October-ish, and let you know what was happening. As tenants, you saw something closer to November. But let's talk about that. Today, I do have a special guest. I want to bring her in. I get lots of requests for Miss Evan.
It's me.
Hey, and we're going to make this setup work today.
Yeah.
It's going to be super exciting. Evan's going to talk into this microphone right here.
For some of you who've never met me in person, you can now see how tall I am in comparison to Ed.
Well, I just might be very, very, very tall.
Very, very tall.
Yeah,
very tall.
I'm not.
So TPT.
Yes. Okay, so TPT, we stopped collecting it in January of 2025.
So what does that mean?
Yeah, what's it mean? Give me your perspective on it.
So tenants, obviously we're pretty excited because they're no longer being charged the rental tax.
Yeah.
And
Helpful
since owners weren't collecting it, it's kind of a win for all. You know, it's not affecting you guys that it's being removed, and it's giving a little extra bump to those tenants. What's this mean for the cities? A lot of the cities heavily relied on the rental tax.
Yeah, and I mean, it's yet to be determined. That'll be interesting. It's a lot of money. So what was like average of what, 2%?
Yeah,
2%.
2%.
Yeah.
2.3 for City of Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
So
$23 on $1,000, right? So
for one property, yeah.
For one property, yeah. So that and we've been collecting it, and behind the scenes, the TPT process. I mean, arguably, TPT process in overall is kind of a mess.
Yes.
Right. It's always been a mess. And
licensing, getting filing.
Yeah.
If you've ever been an owner who has done it by themselves, I mean, when we have taken over, you have been like, thank you for taking this over for me. Julie did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Filing and
Killed
having
it.
Accurate and having the understanding of, you know, what to do and when to do it and who needed to be licensed and who didn't. So, but yeah, there was a ton of work involved in that for everyone.
Yeah. And she was also very good at offering grace when needed, because a lot of the systems and processes behind the scenes for these municipalities or for the Department of Revenue, it wasn't always built out when they launched things. So similarly now, I wanted to run a quick scenario by y'all because this just happened. Anyone who started leasing in December for City of Phoenix, they had turned that system off. So TPT still needed to be collected when we collected that first month's rent in December. But there's nowhere to pay because you can't sign up for the flipping service anymore. Yeah. So it's like it's just the wonkiness that we've got to navigate and figure out to make sure that we're in compliance and getting it paid on your behalf. Mm-hmm. Again, this isn't money that comes to you. It's not money that comes to us. It's money that basically we take straight through. Tenant pays it, comes out like tax on their rent, and we then report it directly
to the department.
To the department, yeah, and it pays to the different municipalities, right?
Correct.
So that's important. Why is this important to you? If you're out of state, which there's a high probability you are if you're watching this, your accountant may or may not know that this actually happened. So when you get a P&L from us for this next year, there's going to be a line item that's missed that shows money in and money out. And that always is the same, right? A positive and a negative, which zeroes out. But if your accountant looks at this and goes, hold on, the property management company missed something, you should have another expense here, or, you know, and I know accountants don't usually talk like this, so my bad. I'm just real passionate about this. No, but I think you just need to make sure that they know that this change happened, right? Your accountant in California may not be aware that we just removed TPT across the board for any rentals over 30 days. You know what I mean? It's like that's, well, residential rentals. Commercial doesn't apply. Short-term, less than 30 days don't apply either.
Yep. Correct.
Cool.
But what we have been seeing, just to wrap it up, is that the city is cracking down on other things that they have control on. Rental registrations have been huge. Everybody should be registered as a rental with the county. Also, getting water services turned on, and even the owner name, it has to match what's in the county, which matches what's on our paperwork. Same with the tenant, the lease has to match what is in the county assessor. So if you're getting a lot of calls for us, we're working very hard to make sure everything is cleared up. If there is an error, so you'll get a call from us so that we can get it straightened out to make sure that when we do put utilities on your name, or your tenant goes to put utilities in their name, that there is no issues or delays. So be on the lookout. I think a lot of them are already, but there's a few of you stragglers that have to be cleaned up.
Yeah, for sure. And that you brought up the water. We're seeing in some municipalities, Phoenix in particular, transitioning from one owner to the next when it comes to water services is a new process in the last year, and it's terrible. I know
it's another video.
Really judgmental, but again, just knowing that the water process is also something that is new and is a holdup for people when transitioning from one owner to the next. So just be aware. Another video though.
And just to add really quickly onto that, if you are changing into an LLC or doing any changes to the property, let us know. Give us a heads up so that way we can be ahead of those things and make sure your paperwork, again, does match what is being recorded in the county assessors. Happy Friday.
Thanks for jumping on.
I love it.
Yes. Evan's great on video. I mean, she's going to start doing these regularly, and they're just going to be her. They're going to be great.
No, you'll see. Yeah, next video will be in a year. And cut.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.